Alrighty. What's up, Jackal? Okay, let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm already late, so what is up, peoples? I am here to knock out the last of this chapter, so I'm not going to waste too much time doing so, because there is a time limit for this stream. So yeah, let's go ahead. Why is this popped up in the corner? That's weird. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Do I even have my sound on? I do not. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Beefy? All right. We're gonna hop right in, get this party started. There isn't too much left. I don't know how long this is gonna take me though, so we'll see based off of how long each one is, and you know, my challenge is reading them. So yeah, just get one person's attention real quick. All right, boom. Let's do this. Oh, they're giving me set characters. Elysium, Rosmontis, Crown Slayer. Ascalon, Blaze. Logos, Pit. Okay, okay, yeah. Sharp Touch and Storm Eye. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, and it's just okay, they went straight into the freaking combat. What's going on here? They're still chasing us. No sign that they're gonna stop firing. Miroshki has a communicator. She can hear what the people up front are saying. We'll listen to her. So they're gonna step into that and it's over. Oh, the luck is crazy. Oh, it's not lucky anymore. Yeah, y'all gotta stop to destroy that thing. It's over. It's close. No, they might have some time. What's up, Choice? Saw you in UD stream. What's up? Okay, they know to stop. So this is Vidoshki's. Oh no. The explosions are getting closer. We have wounded. We just need to cross the ice. The group in front of us, the group in front is almost with the people coming to pick us up. What if they keep firing even after we're on ice? Someone needs to distract them. Don't be stupid. Why are you still there? Run, you bastard. What the hell? What was the point? Wait, they might. Nah, another casualty. And now it's over. If you guys stay there, it's really over. It's really over. Foolish resistance for the Tsar, for the glory of Ursus. We shall not stop or rest until all traitors lie dead. What was this for? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Gunfire continues to chase them. They seem to see the frozen lake surface. Or is it just an illusion? Only their aurora gives them light, helps them perceive reality. The colorful aurora exists, but only as an onlooker. Why, man? What's the situation in the rear, Elysium?
Relax. Their comms will be paralyzed as long as I'm here.
See, why are you guys? We took another round of fire. We're regrouping and catching up. Stay safe. We're moving forward at a steady pace. Don't worry about us. The scout team is about to arrive at the rendezvous point, Amiya. Stay in touch. Do I have control? You mean that during all the tech shit where people were freaking dying? Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this so far. Guard. Okay.
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord. I've always wanted to try saying that.
Keep your distance and look away. You might not like what happens next.
Hear the roar of my chainsaw.
It's the only healer I have?
Initiating medical treatment.
Let me show you. Surrender now if you don't want to get sawed in half. Communication. Sorry, I used too much force.
Give me your... You won't die. I will be careful not to kill you.
I don't know what some of these units are doing, so I gotta read first.
Let's get this done quick.
At your command, no more suffering. No more pain.
What is this? Continuously fires bullets that fly a certain distance.
You know, fresh blood cracks my saw and boils the whole battlefield.
For them, the bell tolls.
Oh my god, I don't know if we can survive this.
Signal stable. Ready for action.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know half of these units.
No one can see me.
Morning Star, the illumination of wisdom.
Deployment, my talents shall be my step.
Sadly, there's no controlling the battlefield.
Got a clear shot on target.
Entrepreneur, war is a plague, and I'm the cure.
Give me, you won't die. I will be careful not to kill you.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've never used those units besides Ascalon and Blaze before. So what's up, Comey? What's up, Krakus? Dispatch speaking. Target acquired. They're moving towards Lake Neva. Ceasefire and surround the target coordinates. Coordinates sent to your terminals. Are you out of the woods, Rydian? Ooh, I like this. I like this. Scout team here. We're at the rendezvous point. Oh, I really like this. Aloysius. The first batch of vehicles are here. We'll need to wait for the second batch to arrive. Sorry, I didn't expect things to get so urgent. Have you tracked more of the army's movements, Rydian? Not yet. The military channel went dark after our broadcast. They're on guard now, and we're unable to get more information. It's so quiet, it's making me uneasy. Stay hidden, Amiya. We'll be careful. Stay in touch. How's Mantra? Still exhausted. Roshki and the others have made a stretcher for her. Amiya. Mantra, you shouldn't be talking. I'm awake. Tell Elysium that I can walk on my own. No, not yet. See? I told you so. Remember how Blaze was bedridden for 2 weeks after getting injured on a mission? We didn't let her feet touch the ground for a single second. So don't even think about it, dear Mantra. This situation is different. Okay, here's a compromise. Once you're through the woods, you can choose me or Elysium to be your crutch. Is Grafenberg on the other side of the frozen lake? I heard the infected can't enter nomadic cities. I never went to the cities before I got infected. I lived all my life in the villages until a catastrophe infected most of us. But they said we don't need to walk, right? There'll be vehicles like the ones we found. I think Nikto was from Grifferberg. Too bad he isn't here. Yeah, the little bastard ran away the moment things got heated. Say, what do you think Nikto and Rankin are doing, Viroshki? Could they have already made it to that village that we're talking about? Maybe. I hope so. Oh no. I'm so on edge with this, man. Everyone, take cover now. Biggest aura lost in Arknights. Goddamn Nikto. Bro, that disappointed me so bad. Because even I thought he was there because his boy was no matter how stupid the idea was, he had his boy's back. Instead, he ran like a little bitch. And I'm just like, I was just giving him compliments right before that happened too. Because Rankin's idea was stupid. An explosion from the forest. Is the army here? I just sensed it. Another army's attacking from the east. They know where we are. They're trying to force us in the direction of Lake Neva. They're out of their minds. We're already in the central governorate. The armies must know what that means. Defeated Grafenberg is under threat. The army will eliminate the enemy. It's a public broadcast. They're telling Grafenberg that they're putting down a rebellion. I see. This was their plan all along. All this killing and hurting? They're planning to reach the capital under the pretext of putting down a rebellion and negotiate with the state council by pointing their guns at the gates of deity Grafenberg. This was what they're trying to achieve by sacrificing hundreds of thousands in the far north. To be frank, there was Ursus' army blanketing the horizon. That said, bro ditched before seeing that. Nikto's smart but cowardly. Honestly, the most recommended traits in Ursus. Oh my god, it just disappoints me so much. Because I thought the smart guy would actually have some like smart tactics to avoid as many casualties as possible. Well, the idea was a suicide mission to begin with. That's true. Can you hear me, Amiya? There are army units to your east. Can't get through anymore. Magnetic storms are interfering with the comms. Yep. I can't get a good signal at this radius. Range. I don't know why I saw radius. Don't blame me. The rest of the group will arrive soon. Eloisius, I need you here to get them on the vehicles and evacuate in an orderly manner. What about you? I must go back and point the way for them. You're leaving me here with these vehicles? Aren't you worried that I would abandon you and flee to Grifferberg? If that's your decision, I would appreciate a heads up. Rhodes Island will find a way. Is this Rhodes Island full of people like you? No, they're much braver than I. Your command. Your command, Sergeant. Oh. What the hell is that behind us? It appeared out of nowhere. He stumbles. Look out. The army is shelling indiscriminately. We should find another path. Should we find another path? Can we reach Rydian, Elysium? The scout team might be in even more danger than we are. Amiya, where are you? We're still in the forest in the eastern shores of Lake Neva. We're being fired upon by the army. They have reinforcements coming from the east. We must get through the lake as quickly as possible. Grefenberg is on the other side. The armies cannot set foot on the western shore of Lake Neva without permission. That's our only chance. We need to clear Lake Neva before the armies complete their encirclement. Rydian. Rydian? Magnetic storm communications. Southwest. Ice. Yeah, it's interfering even more now. It's getting worse. Oh yeah, this was only mentioned in her files and records, but I think Rydian was originally an Ursian interrogator who would squeeze info out of spies and stuff for Ursus. See, I didn't know that. That might be in her, yeah. So she kind of hates Ursus and stuff. Okay. Thank you, Kami. No lights, everyone. We'll have to cross the lake in darkness. Go southwest. I'll point the way. I understand. The stars show the way. Cannon shells fall like thunder, exploding in the middle of the crowd. The shockwave and the sharpnel? I don't remember what. Sharpnel. Fragments of a bomb, shell, or other object thrown out of an explosion. I did read that before. I just forgot what it is. Sharpnel split in the procession in two. Diadia. A crack appears in the ice, and some people have fallen into it. GG's for them. That's over. The ice is still cracking. We can't get through. Go back now. Don't come this way. They're getting closer. Can you reach Rydian? We got separated. We have some straggling miners that we need to pick up to the northwest where the shells fell. Roger. On my way. Daria, your leg. It's bleeding. I'll wrap it up. I'll help. No, Vidoshki. Leave me here. I have flint and kindling. Give me a torch and go. I'll buy you what time I can. I'll carry you, Daria. Don't give up. Yes, don't give up. The bleeding will stop soon. You can get further treatment once we're on the vehicles. Those bastards won't wait, and they're hurting us like wild manglers. Don't you see? If they just wanted to kill us, they would have burned every inch of that. They would have burned every inch that we passed through, blown every building up. Do you think they couldn't do it? Yeah, they could have. There's various ways that they could do this, but it looks like they might be making it look a specific way. I'm not really sure why. Yeah. That's no reason to give up. You don't understand. I was a hunter before. They threw me into the mines. I know what some of the city folk like to do on hunting trips. Oh, they're doing it like hunters. Okay, that makes sense. That's creepy. That's fucked up. They corralled their game in one place. Kill a couple, watch the rest struggle. Honestly, I don't know how much time I can buy, but I have to try. It's just a hole in my leg. I'll crawl if I can't walk. I can get a few dozen meters to the east. Stop wasting time. Leave the torch and go. I was surprised that all it took to break her was just making do all the interrogations for Ursus. You'd think she'd like the more she did it. Human emotions and empathy are one hell of a drug. They're calling it a rebellion or some sugar-coated crap. Yeah, I read that part, but you know, yeah, going forward is extreme as fuck. Okay, one by one. We'll be here for 15 minutes. There's no need to push. The operator falls quiet. No one is pushing. No one is squeezing. They just keep walking forward silently. That was Vajoshki behind them, right? I've never seen an evacuation so orderly. Not even the famously disciplined First Army could do this. That's a good thing, right? It's not normal, is it? It's as though they don't have any survival instincts. All right, maybe I'm overthinking it. And you, aren't you worried about your captain in the rear? Our captain is the most experienced of us by far. The operator stands on tippy toes, trying to see past the end of the procession that is indistinguishable from the pitch black ice, looking for her captain. All she sees is the bright red in the distance. Did they really stop there? You think there's some sort of like peace, right? And then you hear more explosions. The enemy is shelling the ice. I couldn't reach the driver. Someone needs to tell her to keep the vehicle running and be ready to roll at a moment's notice. Do you read me? Roger. You should get on, Aloysius. I'll take care of things here. No, you go first and talk to the driver for your captain. I'm staying here. It was a torch that distracted the army. It began with a single torch that someone at the end of the procession raised. No one heard if he said anything. No one asked why he did it. He simply stopped, lit his torch, and began to walk in the opposite direction. Who lit the torch? I thought they said no lights. It's Kian, the one who made the flint for everyone. I saw he gave some firewood to Daria just now. It's him. He's walking back. But that's where all the soldiers are. Is he trying to get himself killed? He's doing the same thing that Daria is doing. But we're so close to safety. I have a flint too, and some firewood. What are you doing? They're shelling the ice. They won't let us go. If we don't do something, we all die. but I want to live. I want to go to Greiferberg. We would have died in the mines, remember? Like all other infected in Ursus. But if we help the folks in the front line survive, and the young ones who came to our aid, no. People will remember what happened here long after we're old timers are gone. One torch passes its flame to another. One miner forsakes his life, then a second, and a third. One by one, the miners who have not yet boarded the vehicles raise their torches and walk in the opposite direction. Towards Kian, towards Daria, towards the trail of footsteps that led here, and towards the impending threat. They can't bury us. Not anymore. You're right. They can't bury us quietly anymore. Not in the snow, in the mines, or in the lakes. We'll take the torch from our brothers and sisters, and we'll light the way. We'll make sure that all of Ursus sees us and knows that we once lived. The miners who chose to stay behind raised their torches high in the cold night. Oh my God. That ship is huge. They form a bright belt of fire on the ice, one that the gunners cannot miss. Ursus will not bury us this night the way it has buried many others. They firmly believe. The red eyes gaze upon the firelight. The guns continue to fire and the ice continues to crack, sending more miners into the gaping crevices. They shout and keep their torches high to the very end, with only a slight trembling in their voices. Of course they are afraid. Of course they are fearful. But they keep their torches raised, trading their lives for the lives of those behind them. The Rhodes Island personnel try to stop them, but no one listens. They're still firing, Amiya. Aloysius' vehicles are full, and the next batch hasn't arrived yet. Amiya, why? Why are they doing this? We have to stop them. I can't stop this many in my current state. But there must be something we can do. Mantra, I can feel it. I can feel their anger. It's so powerful. It's like it's burning them to ashes. No, I won't let them. This slaughter has to stop. Anger. The same anger. An emotion that Amiya has always fought to suppress. One that she would never allow to run unchecked. Anger lights her eyes, unites her heart, and flows to her fingertips. Is another ring about to break? Even if I don't take revenge, even if I never hold a grudge, I still have the right to rage on forever. The cerulean and black sword of wrath once again appears in her hand. Is she just changing forms? Wait, huh? Is she in her caster form with the sword? A clean swing. Blue fire bursts from the tip of the sword. The highly concentrated energy drawing a wall of fire on the ice in a blink of an eye. Another long and clear boundary. On one side, the cracking ice and the shells repelled by the wall of fire. On the other, the little Caudus and the torch-bearing infected. Medic form, sorry. Not caster form, medic form. You knew what I meant, shut up. On the other, the little Caudus and the torch-bearing infected. You, Amiya points her sword at the shore, at the army that has herded and slaughtered people like livestock. You go no further. Read my last message. In lore, she doesn't really need to switch. She can use all her powers at once. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So she just hasn't. Is there? Wait. If she doesn't need to switch, is that just a combat thing? Just to keep like kind of the character in check? That's why they mentioned the sword as something she carries with her. Ah, she needs emotions to activate. I guess, yeah, just gameplay. Also, yeah, for gameplay stuff, she switches. Okay. Blue fire rages at her sword tip, a warning to the murderers. Be it the guns, the soldiers, or the battleships, until the flames cease, until the score is settled. None shall pass. Sorry. Sir, high-powered Originium signal, 12 o'clock, source unknown. Slow down and observe. Yes, sir. Yo, they're not letting up at all. They're not letting up at all. Did they cease fire? No, they just slowed down. You stop some of their attacks, Amiya. Rendezvous ASAP. The other vehicles will arrive soon. Let's get out of here. No, I'm staying in. Oh, this sprite is so gas. And is it me or is this like larger? This sprite it's like a weird dynamic between the two. Oh, it's because it's supposed to be on her shoulder, but it's not really on her shoulder. That's weird. It's like a weird dynamic. I don't really know how to feel about this. It looks cool, but it looks weird at the same time. I'm staying until everyone is out. Wait, something's coming. A vehicle coming towards us at a high speed from the west. But it's not one of ours. I think it's a truck. They drove into the ice. On alert. It's Monster. Right in. Finally got this thing to work. It's us. Me, Doctor, and Cena. And Lade Milla. I forgot that's her fucking name. And Crown Slayer. Rhodes Island, assemble. They did this like it's the fucking Avengers. Rhodes Island, assemble. Amiya, Doctor, Monster, how did you... An operator, Crown Slayer. Don't have time to chat along the way. Have a lot of questions myself, but get on first. We owe the Truckers Union one. I'll tell you about it later. Is everyone all right? You won't disappoint you. I'm curious which past king she would emulate next. Something to keep in mind is the sword is brought on through emotions and rage and anger. So its armor is rugged and ragged, which kind of contrasts with her usual outfit, which is more peaceful. It still looks a little weird though. It's cool. It's cool to see like a caster like medic like outfit. I keep saying caster. A medic like outfit with the sword, but it's still like a little weird. And I still don't get how they managed to sneak through a whole union through the country on a crisis. Don't ask questions, bro. If they ain't talking about it, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. I mean, considering how divided Ursus is, right now I'm not surprised. Yeah, she'll emulate Krillon emotion over his family being killed, wasn't it? Okay, I'm not even gonna confuse myself with some of this shit. We'll catch up later. For now, we need to get out of here. Operator Monster, Operator Crown Slayer, and Doctor reporting in. After scanning the survivors on the ice, the lights of the outpost on the southwest shore of Lake Neva point to the army on the opposite shore. White light faces off against the red light, and the shelling grows even more sparser. All units, this is dispatch. All units cease fire immediately. We have an urgent request from Deity Greiferberg. Repeat, all units cease fire immediately. Please acknowledge. Yes, sir. Looks like it stopped. For real this time. And everyone's here. Thank goodness. Bitch, sorry. I didn't mean to call you a bitch, Amiya. Oh. No. Not everyone made it past. Not everyone made it past. Not everyone made it past. Yes. Looks like we made it.
Victory is yours, as always.
That was an insane section for the chapter. That was an insane section for the chapter. Why is this pointing down? Are these the ones with the secret chapters? Oh shit, there's one here too. There's something in our blood that is fundamentally incompatible with true progress. The only way to change it is to transform ourselves. Veteran's Home in Deity Greiferberg. Okay, now that we're at the end of the chapter. No, I'm not even gonna jinx it. I'm waiting until this shit is over before saying this. This is my report on the Far North incident. I'll submit my written report within 1 week. Thank you, Lieutenant, but I still have questions. What you've mentioned, getting into the mining district, investigating the miners, evacuating them under the Army's gunfire, those are merely the process. An event must have cause, process, and result, just like how crops grow from seeds and yield fruits. I apologize for my poor presentation, Your High Excellency, but I have mentioned both the cause of the event and how we handled the aftermath. All scattered information. You have described the details, but you have not seen the big picture. How can the reader understand what the writer fails to perceive? Have you forgotten how to write a report in the 5 years since you've graduated from the military academy? Or do you want me to submit a fragmented, incomplete report to His Imperial Majesty? I can forgive your youthful errors, but Ursus cannot afford to wait. I apologize. I will fill in the gaps in the written report. We do not have time to address the consequences of your omissions. The price of trial and error is far too high. I need you to tell me right here, right now. What role do you think the Grand Duchess Elizabeth played? Okay. Wait, does she know? I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows what Grand Duchess Elizabeth contributed to this. Yeah, I don't think she knows. Were the signs of her association within the armies, as for the infected that we rescued? I don't recall her finding out through any means, right? Oh, what's up, Jacob? No, the items are from completing the stages, one from destroying all the rocks on one of them, and one from letting a miner through the gate on one stage. Wait, what do you, huh? In order to get the hidden stages, I have to do specific things? Yes, she knows more or less. The fact that the mines got cleansed, no? She knew they'd be killed in EB, but Aloysius knows the Duchess is an asshole. Not gonna lie, I never saw one struggle to get them. And got them on my first try too, so I didn't know that. Guess we'll see if you got those later. Oh God. Oh God, there's conditions. Fuck. Yeah. Can they truly be of help to us? I'm not sure if I have sufficient information to talk about it in an informed manner. You experienced the events firsthand. No one is more informed than you. He's like rushing her to give a report, but it's like her thoughts aren't properly collected, but he still wants that fucking information. Like, fuck, man. Speak, child. I will listen. I believe that the Grand Duchess was simply going with the flow. She had learned about the Royal Guard's death and the miners' escape before we even planned to enter the mining district. All she needed to do was let a little information out, and the Fourth Army would have an excuse to clean up and proceed towards the central government under the pretext of quelling the rebellion. This way, the Grand Duchess would cover up the death of a royal guard on her watch, and the army can deploy on the borders of the central government as it does now. As for why the army is doing this, I believe you know better than anyone. They mistake the Tsar's benevolence for weakness. They will pay the price. I concur with most of your speculation, Alota. But there's one thing you're missing, the Rudstvo. It disappeared. I cannot confirm whether it was real or not. I do not even feel the need to dig any deeper. After all, we witnessed the burning of the last Rudstvo with our own eyes. Do you not believe it was the your Rudstvo, who appeared in the far north? I simply believe you know more than I do. The trembling madman, a poisonous relic of an older era. I will get to the bottom of it. Ursus does not need a Rudstvo anymore. Now, let us get back to the topic at hand. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to know the answer, and I don't really know exactly how to ask the question. Were their goals accomplished, Lieutenant? They failed to hush up news of the ore vein exhaustion, which leads us to your other question. Can the infected that we rescue truly be of help to us? In fact, they've already helped. The belts of torches on the ice awakened the outposts around Lake Neva on the Grifferberg side. Every household in Ursuf has heard their message. Ursus abandoned them. Who will be next? Everyone asked the same question. The newspapers, inner city comms, late night radio. The miners in the mines ask. The workers in the city ask. Wealthy citizens ask. Poor vagabonds ask. Soldiers ask. Students ask. The Grand Duchess expected the miners to die in the far north, but they survived, testifying the exhaustion of the ore veins and exposing the inadequacy of the reforms. Okay, I have a question, but if I'm not supposed to know the answer, just tell me I'm not supposed to know the answer. Because maybe it's just because of how long it's been, like how I'm reading it and then stopping for a few days and then coming back to it, but I don't remember this. What was the reason why the covering up the exhaustion of the ore veins, like why was it so important in that an army would go after the miners, right? I can't recall. It's the most common power source. If other countries find out, Ursus would be fucked because it would incite social distress. Maybe it would make Ursus look weak. The other countries would realize Ursus is now exempt of their greatest resource. Okay. It's like when Victoria lost their Steam Knights. Oh, it's that valuable, huh? But I mean, you did say it was a very valuable resource, a common power resource, right? So, Fourth Army was also basically taking advantage. They want to raise war in the first place. Okay. Did I read that one? Sorry. The Grand Duchess expected the miners to die in the far north, but they survived, testifying to the exhaustion of the ore veins and exposing the inadequacy of the reforms. Slow, gradual improvement is not enough for pressing needs of Ursus's development. Everything is powered by Originium, so imagine learning one of the greatest sources lost their or greatest countries lost their entire resource. Yeah, okay. I get it. Slow, gradual improvement is not enough for pressing the needs of Ursus's development. Excuse me. We must act before even more people are fed into the... sorry. That hurts. We must act before even more people are fed into the hungry machine of the Empire. You said yourself that Ursus can no longer afford to wait. You're digressing, Lieutenant. You said Rhodes Island helped the infected miners send the message. Yes, right now, however, we should focus on what do you think of Rhodes Island? Okay, I felt this one coming. They want to get it feels like every country wants intel on Rhodes Island and why they're always invested in every high profile event that happens everywhere. We should be vigilant. They demonstrated military level coordination during the tracking and evacuation process, and they possess a natural advantage in their understanding of the infected. There are plenty of reasons to be vigilant. There we go. Or perhaps their strength is something that we can leverage. As far as I'm aware, Rhodes Island has no permanent presence in Ursus. Perhaps we can invite them to set up a branch office in Greifenberg or a nearby city. Perhaps. The Grand Duchess might strike first. She's not one to be rash. Did you mention the name Chaotik to the Rhodes Islanders? Yes, they said Chaotik previously served as a physician at Rhodes Island, but had died in an incident. Are you certain? I've dispatched a unit to the scene. Is this setup? I've dispatched a unit to the scene of the incident to ascertain. From what we know so far, there's no reason to think otherwise. So, okay, there we go. I was just about to say, I don't recall this at all. So Carlson is dead. The name that Chairman Wyatt, I'm gonna say Wyatt. I'm not really sure if it's a different name. Extracted from the Chernobyl lab files is no longer of use. You're looking for Kaltsit. Because of the sarcophagus, of course. Ursus needs its energy. You know where it is? I don't know the specifics, unfortunately. But Wyatt gave you a name, Kaltsit. He wanted you to find Kaltsit through us. Wait, trust you. Of course. Otherwise, he wouldn't have sent me alone. Sent me to the far north alone. Yes, he trusts me. It's the duty of a soldier to follow orders, and it's not my place to complain, even if I should die in the far north. But it shouldn't be this way. Miners and civilians were massacred, but the Grand Duchess gets out unscathed, and the army is able to deploy a stone's throw from Greifenberg with no consequences. This isn't how things should be. How can I go back like this? Lieutenant Gorchikov Gorchakova. If I told you there was a way to bring Chaotik back to life, what would you do? Why did it wait to the end to do this? What? Are you joking? How is that possible? Is this Chaotik like the Fae of Legend, able to return to life whenever she wants? Wait a moment. The chairman did say that the secret police once believed director Chaotik to have died in that incident, but you just tell me like that. Okay, that's a weird way to say that. Did you think I would trust you the same way in return? You're not even nursing. What if some one of us used to be? You? Even if you really know nothing, we won't forget what you... Oh my God, words. Slow down. Even if you really know nothing, we won't forget that you once stood with us there, helping evacuate the infected. We appreciate what you did, Lieutenant Gorchakova. Even if you don't need our thanks, am I right? Tell me, and I'll listen. Once again, as a child of Ursus. All right, I knew I couldn't resist the chance to awaken a straying Ursine's identity. What I know about the sarcophagus is very limited. Lieutenant, I'm sorry. I think I got distracted. It's all right. Bad habits of the elderly. God damn. I can't stop myself when I start talking about the motherland and our future with the youth. Perhaps you really do need rest. Oh, okay, never mind. He was talking about himself. I was about to say, damn, he just called her old and to her face. I've taken up too much of your time. No, Your High Excellency. I was simply thinking about what you said. Get some rest, Lieutenant. Unlike the far north, Grafenberg still sees some daylight this time of year. Do not forget to finish your report once you've rested. As the mines begin to reopen gradually in the northern tundra, the Third Army casts its gaze towards the central government. The Fourth Army continues its illegal presence on the border of the central government. All citizens are advised to respect the cordon and refrain from traveling to the Lake Neva area. The First Army has begun to conscript students from dozens of universities in the central government. Why do I keep needing to burp? Holy crap. Without authorization of the state council, student protests across the country are being bloodily suppressed. The Second and Seventh Armies have been mobilized in response to the Grafenberg requests. That's all you see in the paper these days. I've got a cousin going to school in the central government. Haven't heard from her in a while. Did you hear? I'm not even going to try and fucking say that. Koshina didn't go to D.D. Grafenberg Imperial University. She went to the mines to teach the miners how to read. That's so brave and selfless of her. I want to follow in her footsteps when I graduate. I hope we'll see her again. Don't listen to everything you read in the papers. It's all bad news to make us anxious and demoralize us. The student council is holding a protest in Igor Memorial Park. Are you going? Of course. Me too. I've always liked her design. I can't remember her name. It's probably going to tell me in a second, but I've always liked her design. That's a lot of movement in the military. Student and worker strikes are taking place all over the country, but they're being suppressed even swifter and more harshly than before. Also, the Grafenberg police recently arrested a student from the literature department attempting to graffiti a grand hall of the state council. I heard that word, group. is soliciting donations to try and get him released. How do you say this name? Absinthe? Absinthe? It's true. I checked with them. Yeah, no. Absinthe? The E is silent. Okay. Every underground tabloid is spreading the news about him and the words he wrote on the walls of the council hall. The underground tabloids are printing far quicker than the censors can keep up. Let's put that in the next letter to Sonya. I don't know who Sonya is. They should be on their way back to Grifferberg. Come to think of it. Right, anyway, there are curfews everywhere. There's no guarantee they'll make it back on schedule. Yes, I hope things go smoothly on their side. They will. Her design is so cool. Absinthe, that was the chick that was on the left. Her design is so cool. Getting in wasn't that hard. Who the fuck are you? Voice and earpiece. Just because I hacked the monitors doesn't mean you can let your guard down. They say the session has been suspended indefinitely, but they could also resume at any time. So some sort of spy or something. The corridor leading to the meeting hall is still being patrolled 4 times an hour, not counting the time it takes to get out. You have 8 minutes to leave your mark. P. Break something and take a piece. Can you do something that doesn't make so much noise and actually mean something? Well, I'll think about it. Why do I have to dress like this anyway? It's not like my normal clothes are all that conspicuous. You're wearing a Greiferberg plumber's uniform. They don't have a seat on the council, but they have access to the council hall, and they're responsible for maintenance work throughout the building. While there's no way for students like us, complete non-producers, to gain access to the council, much less any real influence. Why am I even explaining all this to you? I'm hanging up. You have 6 minutes. Botani out. Botani. What should I do? 6 minutes. The student in the plumber's uniform casts his gaze towards the end of the council hall, where there's a symbol of Ursine divine glory shines bright on the wall. He's gonna leave graffiti. This is a graffiti dude. He thinks for a moment, then squints and pulls out a red spray paint can. Yep. Reagan is not on duty today, but his colleague who lives a door next to him sent his youngest son to his place and asked him to take his shift today because he had a fever and a splitting headache. Reagan, being the kind-hearted man he is, agreed. Scarcely could he imagine. Okay, I'm like trying to figure out what's going on here. I mean, I know the message of the graffiti artist spread, right? And maybe he had a message that he wanted to spread here too, but I guess I just need to keep reading. Brecken, being the kind-hearted man that he is, agreed. Scarcely could he imagine what he would see when he walked into the council hall. Yeah, he saw the graffiti. The golden symbol on the wall is fully covered in red paint. Beneath it are words written with the same red paint in Ursine language. The victor displays the emblem of the vanquished for his vanity, but he will forever stand in the shadow of the vanquished if he cannot cast it away. Yakov Petrov, penned in prison in the autumn of 1076. So this is a quote from someone who has passed in prison. This was a really good chapter. This was a really good chapter. There we go. Okay, so it looks like I have all of them. I don't have all of them. Okay. Rankin, we made it. The village near the Ursine-Casimir's border, where Reunion is. This warm, yeah, idealistic place. Oh, another sunny day. I don't seem to remember any winters ever being so warm. How wonderful. As long as the wheat we're planting survives the winter and we don't hit a catastrophe, we'll be self-sufficient next year. It's a little too early to celebrate, after all we've been through. Come on, have a little optimism, babushka. I'm never gonna forget this word, babushka, grandmother. It's the other one that I keep forgetting, the grandfather one. There was a time when we'd have nowhere to go, that we'd die in the barrens, but now we have our own farm, a house, hot porridge. Who's over there? It's Miss Tallulah and 9. What the fuck? What is... Why do they keep creeping this group in on the sidelines of shit? Is something about to happen with Reunion again? Miss Tallulah, do you come here to help pulling weeds? Tallulah, she's talking to you. Oh, yes, that's right. Am I doing it wrong? I saw everyone doing it this way, and the weeds here have grown pretty tall, so tall you can't see the wheat. No, you're doing it right. Pulling the weeds out will help make sure the wheat gets enough nutrients to survive the winter. You're such a quick learner. You've already pulled so many, and you haven't hurt a single wheat bud. Looks like you don't need my help anymore. You taught us well. How's Lakov, by the way? The new medicine he's taking is very effective thanks to you. He used to writhe in pain until he fell out of bed one night, but no more. Be sure to take care of yourself too. I know. Honestly, this is already much better than what I was expecting, getting to keep him by my side. Thank you, both of you. Bless the Reunion movement so they know. No need to thank me. It's been 2 years and you still feel uneasy when people show you their gratitude. I thought you'd gotten used to it long ago. Well, I'm not the one they should be thanking. Sure enough, they're united under Reunion's banner. They should be thanking themselves. Not everyone has the courage and ability to rebuild their lives from the rubble. I hope they realize that. And you might want to realize how obvious it is when your mind is drifting away. I was just wondering when is Chen. Is this Chen's actual name? This is Chen's actual name, right? I'm trying to make sure I don't get this wrong. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I was wondering when is Chen going to come back? Don't tell me you're worried about her. Every time she's here, she brings back news. Chen is the family name. Sorry. Are you trying to tell me it isn't the Chen that I'm thinking of? It is, right? She is talking about Chen. Okay. Catastrophe messengers avoid this disrupted. Yeah, you said family names. So I was like, to avoid this disrupted area, and the normal ones won't so much as pass through. The information network we've spent 2 years building up is still far from comprehensive. I'm waiting for Chen to. I'm just saying Chen because this is going to confuse me. To bring something more real. What kind of news do you want to hear? Anything. I want to know what's actually happening in Ursus right now. You don't believe what we saw in the West? What, do you? The upper class gave a little handout of kindness, and that was enough to quell the anger for the most part, and enough to make those beset by injustice forget to think and resist. At the very least, it's crazy how this freaking music here is playing as they're talking about this. At the very least, we certainly did not receive any requests to help from the mining districts, whether from the West or even further away. Perhaps they don't know of our existence, or they can't reach us. Besides, we still have yet to build a truly stable stronghold here. But the people here haven't lost hope in us because of it. But they should, 9. Tallulah looks back in the direction where the sun is hanging high in the sky. She stares into its light until her eyes start to burn. She's so fucking beautiful though. Holy shit, dude. But I'm curious on why they keep on like implementing reunion like stuff in places, because I think every single situation, regardless of if they're involved or not, there's been some semblance of reunion stuff that is there at the end, or is somewhere in the middle of the chapter, or something. Like something's coming up revolving reunion. They need to stop hanging on to this. They need whatever's happening, whatever they're preparing, easing up their re-entry into the main story. You think so? Because I mean, it's not easing up if you're doing it for the last like 3 chapters, bro. Like, because they're also taking part in the next chapter. Oh man, you're not supposed to tell me that, man. I saw that. Fuck. I guess that's not a spoiler. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just be careful what you tell me, because I don't know anything about what's coming up. Because they gotta milk the fuck out of Tallulah. Even that's right. You're the one that said that to me. Even I have kind of gotten uninterested in it. It's not that I'm uninterested. You are, I'm sure, but I'm just curious on what they're doing with this, because they keep on doing this little, you know, let's drop a tidbit here. Let's drop a tidbit here. Let's drop a tidbit here. And you know, it's just like, okay, when is this going to become actually relevant? You know, I want to know when this is actually relevant. Also, I couldn't even delete that because, yeah, I literally was reading the chat, so there was no way. Also, Jackal, unfortunately, they made reunion influence a thing. It won't be let go. Yeah, no, I thought you were genuinely asking. No, it's okay. It's okay. This time it's fine. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying, because I really don't know anything. Oh, I know. I'm still going to hate it, though. I just wish she was in the 7th anniversary. I can't even give you like a small thought as to why I think they're doing this, because it's uneducated. I haven't read everything just yet. Hold on. Let me turn down the air because it's cold as shit. I meant turn up the air. But yeah, I don't even know why they're doing this. I know stuff about 17, but obviously can't talk about it. Yeah, keep that to yourself. It's just they can't implement her already. I think they're just scared people will forget about reunion. I don't think it's possible, really. Do you mean like the reason why they keep on talking about it? Maybe. I kind of feel like it's impossible to forget about reunion due to like how the game started, and with Crown Slayer being there, doesn't that kind of, you know, add a touch of relevancy there, kind of? I don't know. The first couple of months saw that happen again and again, and it took much trial and error for us to make it here. But these peaceful days won't last long. I once believed that our long journey, we'd have more companions leave us than remain. I never would have thought our group would grow larger. Yeah, I mean, you're not really causing destruction anywhere, really, at least not to our knowledge so far. I mean, people want to believe in something. They want to believe that infected have a place to actually stay and live. Like, they think it's fair for infected to have a place of their own. Of course, this is something that a lot of people would stand for, as long as you're not destroying everything else in the process, you know? And it's not because we ran into more oppressed people. It's because those who chose us haven't lost faith in us, even if they ought to have. All we've done is show a bit of kindness, and most of them chose to give unconditional trust in return. Yeah, see? Even after they felt pain of survival time and time again, their barren lands can still yield those emotions and more precious than gold. I can't. After all that, I can't even imagine. And another thing is, Tallulah still hasn't even forgiven herself yet for all the things that have happened. I kind of want it to touch on that and give us just a storyline talking about, like, her inner demons and how she's battling against this and how she's healing, if she's healing. Like, I want all of that in the story. At least we don't have yeah. The biggest obstacle actually implementing Tallulah is her torching Ace in early chapters, in Tallulah at least. We have the character side story mayhaps. I mean, does it have to be a side story? It could literally be implemented into the main story if the main story calls for it. Right now, no, because we're discussing the Ursine bullshit, and I think that we're about to go into the Khalsid stuff too. Dude, nobody remembers Ace as soon as he appears on the screen, brother. If Ace appeared on the screen, I would remember. We might get another chapter 8 if it happens. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. But Scout agreed. It was okay. You guys are talking. I'm not gonna read again, Chaotic. Read what again? Dude, nobody remembers Ace as soon as she appears in the screen. Oh, nobody remembers Ace as soon as Tallulah appears on the screen? Is that what you mean? Okay. My friend hates Tallulah because she killed Ace. Okay. I get it. Okay. Ace is a she? No. Ace is not a she. That's not okay. That's not that's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. It's literally all the things that she did wrong, including the Ace incident. Nobody thinks twice about that because she's on the screen. That's literally all they were saying. Rhodes Island kind of more lacked the hiring aspect. Okay, this must be a part of the conversation you're having above, because I don't know what you're talking about. Which is why I just started to think, what if it's just how everything's supposed to unfold? This is the truth that these humblest people believe. They fall down, then get right back up. They fall, and then they start over. What's your point? We will fall again, 9. But I think we don't have to fear this anymore. Well, you're wrong. I've never been afraid of it. But those who walked with us have felt that fear. After all, not everyone has such a grand outlook as you. Many of them just hope to see the next sunrise. 9. A new suppressant pipeline's finished. We should put it to use right away. Valia. Yeah? If I were to tell you we're abandoning this place and heading to Deity Greifenberg, what will you do? Of course I'm coming with you. Why? What about the others? Them too. We knew all along that reunion wasn't going to stop here. But I don't think all of us should go. Everyone's doing different things here for a while. Those of us who can fight should go with you, but the rest should stay here. You're right. 9, it's just as he said. I think perhaps we're ready now. Ready to face the hideous truth hiding behind all that's bright and colorful. After they've long taken root and proliferated, they can't all be pulled at once. In such a case, we can only keep pulling away. A second time, a third time, for as long as we live, until someone finally succeeds. Now that we know who we must bring together, the time may have come to break those shackles, and we should do it without hesitation, uniting all those who can unite and breaking all chains that should never have chained us. We only need a single opportunity. Jalula, 9, it's urgent. What is it, Red? It's not like you to look so nervous. I ran into a group of refugees near the village. They said they're miners who escaped the far north. Okay, this is gonna bring them into the story. At least for a small bit, because we don't know where the fuck this is going. And they're here to cause and they're here because they've heard the tell of reunion. I checked them over. They're unharmed and they're all infected. I had them wait at a sentry post. We need you to decide what to do. From the far north, we haven't heard much from there. What do you mean they escaped? Yeah, not much intel ever leaks out of there. As for what happened, maybe it's better for you to hear it from them. They're using this sprite out the ass. Thanks for taking us in, kind lady. Mister, are you the reunion movement we heard about? I never would have thought what Rankin told us was true. My goodness. Slow down. We are reunion, and we will do whatever we can to help all our suffering comrades. Could you please tell us what you've been through? There was a massacre in the far north. See, I would have liked that to be actually a part of the story. Like before we got, I guess what was going on here, it probably wouldn't have been good to implement that. Never mind, just to forget what I said. Events of the past. A sunken city resurfaces. An abandoned mining lamp is relit. Anything can happen in times like these. Rankin really didn't make it. Yeah. That last scene where we saw the huge like warship, I guess, up here. That was the last we heard of Rankin. That was it. That was over. The guns have stopped. Can we go now? Not upwards, but down, before the bombs reach us. Get up, Yuri, and the rest of you. We need to find Rankin and the place he was talking about. You know, the bravest ones of us have all left with Rankin to take the outpost. The bombing stopped, and we don't know what's going on up there. The only way to find them is up. Either we can save them, or as Rankin said, remember them. Crawl, pull yourselves up with your pickaxes if you can't walk. I'm starting to like slur a little bit. But Rankin gave us his mining lamp. Do you remember what he said? He didn't say anything. That's right. He didn't say anything. This is no different from the supplies that they left behind. Or we can choose to leave it here as a reminder. Yes, reminder. Leave the lamp in the mining cart, the one that we pushed all the way here. If anyone ever comes through, I remember that you can write Yuri. We got some blank pages at the back of the logbook. We might as well not look to waste it. Come here, I'll tell you what to write. If anyone comes, at least they'll know what happened here. Sir, where are we going? I don't think the factory is this way. Shut up and keep walking. I said walk. The mines have stopped again. So, nothing for processing plants to work with. Where would they take us? If they don't need hands upstairs. They drag even the sickest ones out of their beds. Half of the mine is here. I don't want to keep walking. I don't want to die. Did they find the people who are connecting the mines? What is this? A mine, Northern Tundra, Ursus, Winter 1101. Is this a different mine? A different mine? Okay. Keep going. I don't want to keep walking. I don't want to die. This is why using the same sprite kind of sucks sometimes, because I'm trying to make a connection between the characters. Go through the forest to the lake. That's where you'll meet your end. Don't even think about running away. Heavy military boots step on the snowy forest floor, moving forward, urging forward. The miners are being escorted by far more than just a few men. Here, stop. Let's begin. Everyone on the ice. No, sir, please. Yep, cut you dead. Yep. The saber cuts her throat, spilling hot blood on the soldier's armor. For the glory of Ursus. Vos et moi. Proceed. Next, fill the gap. Hurry. Why do we have to be treated like this? Shut up. You... Wheel book? I don't know. I'm applying English where English doesn't need to be applied. It's weird. So this has to be a different mining group. A different set of miners. Were the SARS promises all a lie? Are our lives worth less than that of a burden beast? Tell me. As the soldier is about to raise his hand again, the rumbling of the ground becomes perceptible. It starts with a tiny crack from the surface, from deep below, before snowballing quickly. The ground trembles, and the center of the lake collapses. The result of geological changes accumulated over the time swallows the infected on the ice. That sucks, man. And there would be executioners. I mean, that's fine. That part. And the people who still remained off of the ice got the chance to run. The miner shakes off the stunned soldier and runs in the direction they came from. Catastrophe. It's a catastrophe. Divine intervention. Soldier, miner, killer, victim. The vast lake Angara accepts all and delivers all. Beneath the ice, an ancient nomadic city rises as the terrain changes, emerging through the sheet into the light of day. The old-style buildings and the wriggling faces of the dead look the same as they did when the city sank. An underground city? Northern Tundra? Catastrophe? Lake? All those words crammed into this tiny space, and I only recognize 3. You'll learn them in time. The lessons here are far too basic for me. I'm planning to take over work at the mines, which has been left unattended for a while. Maybe learn a craft other than shoe repair. Once the curfew is lifted, I want to go to Didi Greiferberg. I don't want to go to Greiferberg. I just want to learn to read. 3 words a day makes 21 a week. In 1 month, is this Cash's new body? Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's what I thought. I'm glad to see your eagerness. Do you need help? Why do they have to make her hot though? That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. She was a teacher last we saw her. Ah, they were talking about her. Why did that not connect it to just now? They were talking about her. Koshlina. Whatever her fucking name is. Look, shut up, okay? I didn't see you say that, okay? And if I did, it must have just been me in passing. I actually didn't think you forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't put it together that they were talking about her. So people can forgive him, or rather her. I didn't. Hey, look, calling her hot and then saying we forgive them are 2 different things, okay? 2 entirely different things. You can be a piece of shit and be hot. You can kill a whole bunch of people and not be forgiven and be hot. You can be a psychopath and be hot. Like they're not mutually exclusive, you know? Do you need help? These words still confuse me. You're talking about these nouns, right? That's the lesson for this week. We're learning about nouns. Nouns, yes. Hold on. What makes Cash want to be a teacher? What is the relevance of this though? I think I'm starting to be able to tell them apart, but I can't quite get their meanings. What is this? Shemok. It's Shamash. It's a name like Angara, the lake, or your name, Vova. Or remember, there's a bunch of scales, and this is only one of Cash's scales. I don't think that really answers my question though. My question is, what makes Cash want to be a teacher? Like, even if this is a piece of Cash, that's still why, right? Is there some sort of reason as to why a piece of Cash is doing this? Like, the next chapter answers your question pretty well with 1 CG. Okay, don't say anything else. I'll wait. I'll wait. But spoiler, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll wait. It's the name of a nomadic city. With 1 CG? That's crazy. The youth bids his classmates farewell. Goes into the mines ready to get to work. Mine tunnels left unattended gradually wear down and eventually collapse. He will not allow it to happen as long as he is still here. The young man raises his mining lamp and begins his rounds, examining all the rails until he finds a mining cart at one of the forks that does not belong to this place. Is this the one with the mining lamp and the letter attached to it? This was once a place of struggle. Damn it. The people who proposed connecting the mining districts were here. They want to occupy the garrison outpost. I knew the story was true. Oh, they got a little code on it too. Whoever's lamp this was, it's in good condition. Maybe a little dusty, but It still works. Maybe I should take it to Greiferberg and show everyone. This lamp without a name, and those people without names. I sent a DM about the point of Koshina that was examined when Tallulah met her for the first time. Yeah, maybe I didn't get the relevance of that when I first read it. Wait, did I get another one just by... Oh, shit. Okay, wait. With the gun, see, I thought I was going to have to do something. I'll be back to my mother, back by my mother's side like when I was born. All units, this is dispatch. All units, ceasefire immediately. We have an urgent request from DD Greiferberg. Repeat, all units ceasefire immediately. Okay, I know where we are. Please acknowledge. Yes, sir. Scope of the ceasefire. All active units acknowledged. Inform Lieutenant Yelshin and ensure that all units in the 2nd Division observe the ceasefire. All units remain on standby. Maintain battle stations. Until the threat is completely eliminated, we shall continue to serve our duty to protect DD Greiferberg and the people. Summon the quartermaster. Sir, we do not have a quartermaster for this operation. You expected this to be only a quick response, and that would not take much time to eliminate the rebellious infected. Respond to dispatch as usual. What is your name, soldier? Private Kinov, sir. Very well. Inform the lieutenant, Private Kinov. Your services are not needed here for now. You had me leave my outpost to come to you for this little thing? You're out of your mind. Oh, look at you, Padya. All high and mighty in that shield guard armor. Does that pretty helmet of yours block your sight? The magazine in the rations, bolts that snap like twigs, even duds. Is this what they send us out to die with? If there are maggots in your rations, eat them with the rations. That's crazy. If the weapons are hard to use your bare hands. We're soldiers. We fight to win. There are only two ends. Keep fighting or die. You're the one who's out of his mind. If you find that someone hasn't been doing his job, you report to your superior, not complain to me here. I'm not the quartermaster. I thought the defender regiments were supposed to be on the top deck. Sorry, sir. I was away from my post. I'll report this to the commissioner myself. Commissar, sorry. What is a commissar? Basically an officer? Oh, I was just about to look it up. I know you guys can't see it, but I got my phone in my hand. I was looking for the word. Basically an officer. Okay, thank you, someone. Sir, what'd you find out, soldier? Tell me the reason for your anger. The quality of our supplies and equipment on this operation is exceedingly poor. The rations are insufficient, the cans damaged and filled with maggots. Many of the bolts were not made of steel, but crude iron. And the reserve originium bombs were so weak, they're little more than glorified duds. How are we supposed to proceed the operation with these? Why did you enlist, soldier? To speak up, to prove myself. I want people to know my name, like they know yours. They'll know your name when the army sends your tags back to your mother. Holy shit. And she etches them on a white birch tree. No, not like that. There's little room for the individual to choose when the collective is at war. But Keep this hope in your heart, boy. Boy. And your discovery, too. For the survival of Ursus and her people, there's only one option. Set this land on fire. That was short. Use your phone to read what I said in Discord, fool. Call me distracting me and shit. Cash has a scale. Scales are people that Cash has possessed because he can have multiple at one time, spread throughout all of Ursus. And this one exists to spread his ideals to the younger generation of the Ursus population with his own concepts and ideas. He's basically using this scale to groom the future, which is kind of fucked up, especially because he can create a scale as long as someone resonates with his opinions and ideals. So theoretically, he could create hundreds of new scales. Presumably, there are also scales in the government and probably even mines. None of this is based on chapter 17. I don't know much about relevance and stuff in 17. This is stuff that we know right now. Okay. Thank you, Comey. You bastard. All right. In the last one, the charity of the victorious or virtuous shall reach every corner of this great land. Okay, Kratos, I will remember. Boy. I'm glad someone understood. It hurts. The rocks are piercing the flesh, Originium, or Oripathy. Oripathy. It hurts. The rocks are piercing the flesh. I can almost hear them growing. Why am I still alive? I'm exhausted. I can't feel my limbs. Run. Run to the east. Death awaits in the south. Death awaits in the north. In the west. The mines. There is a dead end, just like those in the far north. I can run from the far north, but how do I run from pain? Nyktos? Who is this? No, it's not Nyktos. I can't run anymore. This is it. Is someone there? I'll take a look. No, please let me. I can sense that it's only a poor soul who has suffered much. She's going to heal him. Oh man, exhausted, dehydrated, starved. You're infected too. Oh, I can't wait to see what the dynamic is gonna be like when, because it will happen when she meets Amiya. I can't fucking wait. He's one of us, comrades. Please save him, just as you saved all of us. Perform your miracle. It's not a miracle. Oripathy is not the main reason for his pain. I can only stop his illness from tormenting him, but I cannot give him food, clean water, or a safe place to sleep. I cannot perform miracles. I'm not all powerful. I simply believe. You're always so humble. We understand. Can you hear me, sir? I'll hold your hand. Believe. Believe in our life. Believe in our body and mind. Believe every beat of our heart. Believe every inhale and exhale. Believe that we are the source of all strength. No longer will you live in fear of death. The pain brought about the rapid growth of Originium in his body began to fade. He can still hear the voices, but he's no longer writhing in pain. Who are you? You saved me. What can I do to repay you? You can call me Haruda, like everyone else here. A miracle? Haruda once again saved our comrade. She saved all of us with her motherly caress. She takes away our pain. Haruda. Yeah, they're worshiping her. Yes, that is my name. What do you look like? I can't see you clearly, or any of the others. Your head is wounded. Did you fall and hurt yourself? Maybe a mild brain hemorrhage. Maybe a mild brain hemorrhage is affecting your vision. Don't worry, we can help you walk. Where are you going? I don't know. Come with us for now. You're taking us to a place without pain, right? Yes, as long as you're willing to come with me. As long as we believe. I have no idea where this is going, but it's preparing some shit. That's all I know. It's preparing some shit. All right, guys. And with that, we've completed chapter 16. 17 is the one that just came out. I'm really excited for this next chapter. We're 6 months away from it. Thoughts? So my thoughts on the chapter. Okay, going back to the beginning, I was very confused at the beginning because I didn't know where this was going to end up. But I think that's how I think with every single one of these chapters. It always confuses me at the very beginning. But as we started getting further into it and we started learning about the Rhodes and the miners and everything that they were going through and all of that stuff, when it started to like actually go up in the storytelling for each individual issue, I think the value of the story became like much better. Check your storage, by the way. What do you mean check my storage? Check my item storage for what? The flag of Ursus with the mark of reunion painted over it, defacing the national flag is punishable by death, according to the flag law of Ursus. The nobles of Greifenberg see this symbol as a grave threat, but it was from their hubris that it came about in the first place. An abandoned mining lamp that still works, though the name tag has been torn off. People speculate as to who its master was. It has been passed down from one person to another, carrying more and more stories. The culmination of miners' lives. A piece of deactivated iridium that no longer has any practical value, even if it's polished into a shape of Originite Prime. Once they said it was the origin of suffering. Now they say its disappearance was the beginning of tragedy. An unexploded dud. It must be handed over to the relevant authorities once disarmed and disassembled. The corruption of the empire may not have begun with Greifenberg, but its decline surely started with the dud from Toskaya. It meant owner. Oh, here. Okay. But yeah, I think the story was very good. I really enjoyed how it was diving into how Ursus was treating the miners, the lore behind the Rhodes. Let's see, even how they were starting to treat the miners after they started to, I guess, revolt is the right word. Yeah, I think this chapter was very, very intense, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Now I'm just curious as to where the reunion aspects are going, because adding that to the very beginning was or the very end, as hidden
should be carved into our
as hidden aspects of the story. Sorry, I had to turn that off because I can't think. Well, yeah. As hidden aspects of the story, that means there's going to be some sort of relevance soon, right? I forget who said it. I think it was C. Said that somewhere in chapter 17 we're going to see something regarding reunion. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes and how and how this felt like setup for something. If anything, this felt like setup for something, but I don't necessarily know what that setup is looking like. So I think the pacing has been immaculate these days. I think my understanding of what's going on is making this even better, because they're not just flooding the story with a lot of fodder. Is that the word? It feels more properly written. Well, at least you at least know Kyle comes back somehow, sadly. Yeah. That's the unintended consequence of trailers, right? So Exu Alter event. So I have another chapter that I need to read first. Let me see. What was it called? Zwelling's Sumi. I gotta read that one. I don't know how to say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. I need to read that one first, and then I'm gonna read the Exu Alter event afterwards. Yeah. But that's what it's looking like so far. I really, really enjoyed this. I can't wait to see. I'm hoping. Can you read my last message? Where is it? I don't think it came through, bro. Oh, you tagged me in it. Will you stream or review all five? No, I'm not interested in that game in even the slightest. After I played the CN the CN release for it, the game came way too late, and it was something. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The whole purpose of me creating this channel here and making a change to how I handle the other channel is because all these gacha games feel alike now. There's nothing remarkable about any of these fucking games anymore. Arknights Infield are the two gacha games I actually give a shit about. And then on the other channel, the two games that I'm planning on putting on that other channel have nothing to do with gacha games. Honor of King's World and Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I don't really have any interest in playing just random gotchas anymore, man. It just does not feel fulfilling at all anymore. And when you tell people that their game that they've fallen in love with is trash, it for some reason makes them mad. So it's like, that's my opinion of it. And I don't know why people are getting mad about it, but hey, some people think Infield is trash. I don't give a shit that they think it's trash. Just don't play it. Like people get mad for stupid reasons, and I just don't want to be a part of that shit. I just want to be able to enjoy games with people who enjoy the same type of games that I enjoy. Hence why this channel exists. This whole Griffline thing. Like, I plan on playing Papacom. Me and Comey were talking about playing Papacom together. Like, I'm thinking about playing X Asterisk again soon. Like, I just want to play games with people who enjoy the games that I like playing. I don't want to sit here and wage wars with fucking with people who would just want to cry about a gacha game that's going to end up shutting down one day anyway. Like, I don't give a shit. I really don't. But if any future game turn out to be fun, why not? No? Yes, if they turn out to be fun. The only reason I give a shit about Infield, right, is because it's different. It actually feels like a game that I can see myself playing for a long period of time. That game is a vastly different type of gacha game than the other ones, but some people don't like it. oh well, just don't watch me. Like I just want people to enjoy the games that I enjoy. That's pretty much it. I just want to be a fun group of people who just enjoy the same type of shit that I enjoy. I don't need to convince people to like the game that I like. I don't need people to feel like I'm trying to sell them on playing a game that I like playing. I just want people to enjoy that already enjoy the game or are interested in the game to want to enjoy it with us. That is how my mental is right now. I am very, very tired. And this is me venting. So don't take this as me pushing this on you because you didn't do anything wrong for asking the question. I'm just so tired of gacha games just being a war zone. It's fucking stupid. It's really retarded. Like it's these are video games. And people are starting drama and crying about video games. It's fucking stupid. So I just really just want to enjoy to chill with people that I know are going to be chill and just enjoy them. That's it. So rant over. I just kind of had to get that out because I keep seeing people ask me if I want to try all these other gacha games. NTE, don't give a shit. It's Genshin with a focus on its open city. Cool, fun. Have fun with it if you like it. Offering, when I played the test for that one, I was bored the entire time, which I think I expressed during the time that I made that I was doing the live stream. I just didn't want to play it anymore. I played like 10 minutes of it and I was just bored. Is there any gacha games that I'm even excited for? Not really. Ananta is not a gacha game anymore, so that doesn't count. What's the one from the Azure Lane devs? I think I might still be interested in that, but I just want to try it and see if I enjoy that one. Silver Palace might be fun. Azure Familia. Yeah, that one. Azure Familia looks fun. It's cool. Wait, what? That's new. They removed the gacha aspect? What do you mean? Oh, you talk about Ananta? They announced that a long time ago when they showed the GTA like style stuff. They announced it that it's a full-on experience now. There's no gacha. It's a focus on its gameplay aspect. So then they announced it like months ago. Like that's old information. Yeah, it's a normal game, which is why we're not hearing anything about it and there's no pressure to release it first because they're actually focusing on making it a real game. So that Azure Familia, I might still be interested in that. I just want to try it first. Who knows? I might think that's boring too because I don't know. The only gacha game that I could recommend isn't Arknights is Limbus. I'm not gonna hold you. I think I'm ready to say this now because we've been planning this for a while. He's gonna see this when I say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Me and Sunil have been talking, and we're planning on doing something together soon. So plan on doing something together soon. So if it's Limbus related, no, he's gonna have an opportunity to sell me on Limbus, but we're gonna talk about that a little later. Me and Sunil have been talking behind the scenes about some specific things that we've been thinking and how we can. Yeah, just wait. You'll see very, very soon what we're gonna be doing. You'll be seeing it very soon. Yeah, so keep an eye on that. I guess I just opened the floodgates for him to talk about it now too. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I haven't been quiet for no reason. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a way to make. This is my goal. Okay, I'm gonna share this with you guys so that you guys know exactly what I'm trying to do with Infield. I'm trying to find a way to make some fun and entertaining content that doesn't just revolve around here's the best character build. It's tired. I want to talk about the story. I want to learn more about Arknights lore. I want to learn more about Arknights infield lore. I want to sit here and be joint with other people that are like-minded and discuss that shit and learn more about it. So that we can have proper conversations and just enjoy this shit as a community. So coming soon, you might see something between me and me and Sunil to kind of kick that off. So yeah. Limbus and Arknights have the exact same target audience. Yeah, someone saw me say something that kind of triggered a clash between the two communities, and they were like, "Bro, you like Arknights? It's just like Limbus. You shouldn't be doing this." And I deleted it immediately. I didn't know what I was talking about, so I just deleted it. And ever since then, it's just been cool shit between both. So I'm actually interested. It's just that battle system I'm gonna have to get used to. But know what I'm saying? We about to get busy up in this bit. So I'm excited. Feel free to ask Sunil if you want to about it. But yeah, we got some shit coming. We got some shit coming. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to grab something to eat and I'm going to bed because there is work in the morning, which is why I was trying to complete this before 12. It is 11. I succeeded. We're winning this today. I'll be your guide. Okay, Comey. I'll give you the chance. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for coming through. Holy employment. Look, employment helps me not have to throw ads at you guys all the fucking time. All right. I'm happy that I'm working. It sucks that I have to do content less, but this is how it works, man. This is how it works. I love you guys, man. I'll see you soon. Peace out, motherfuckers. Bye.